Hello friends, and after a couple of weeks I'm back with another video talking about the current happenings in the world of Star Trek. These videos are usually relatively short, and this one will be no different. There are two important news which were released this week, so let's talk about them for a while, shall we? The first one is that we got a new 30 seconds long trailer to another of the Star Trek short treks called Calypso. It will be released on November 8th on CBS All Access and probably not on Netflix, just like the previous one, which means that people from outside of the USA will have to use, well, alternate sources if we want to watch it. The trailer shows a few short clips from the short story, and we are told what the story will be about. It's going to be about a man named Kraft, which we have not seen before. He's going to be played by Aldis Hodge, who I don't know who he is, who will wake up 1000 years later on board a deserted USS Discovery, and the only companion he will have will be an AI computer interface. I don't know what do you think, but to me it sounds like a very interesting premise, and it can be pretty good, if done correctly. But on the other hand, I thought that the previous Star Trek short called Runaways will be pretty good, and then I've seen it, and I don't want to watch it anytime again. But this one was written by a Pulitzer Prize winner named Michael Chabon, so let's hope it will be really good. We will see in a few days. But the second news is much bigger and made me, let's say, cautiously optimistic. We will get a new Star Trek TV show, or more precisely, a new Star Trek CBS All Access show, called Star Trek Lower Decks. The interesting thing is that it's not going to be a live-action show, but an animated show, so it will be the second animated Star Trek we will get. This one is being created by Alex Kurtzman, unfortunately, but mainly by Emmy Award winner Mike McMahon, the man behind the famous Rick and Morty cartoon. A cartoon which I never have actually seen, but people seem to love it, including people I trust. This show is going to be about the support crew serving on one of the Starfleet's least important ships. This part sounds a bit scary to me because it sounds potentially boring, but I do understand that they are too afraid to interfere with what the live action shows will be doing, so they are trying to be slightly more separate. I'm not really sure what to think about an animated comedic Star Trek show created by the man who is behind Rick and Morty, but I am definitely planning to give this series a fair chance. If it comes to Netflix, of course. As I said, I don't know the man or his work, but he seems to be a Star Trek fan, and what is more important, he seems to understand Star Trek. Unlike the writers on Discovery, the format will be a standard American cartoon format, meaning the episodes will be 30 minutes long, and as McMahon says, he promises that the episodes will not end with a reveal that the whole thing took place in a training program, which is, I suppose, trying to make fun of the last episode of Enterprise. There are no dates or any more information available right now, but I definitely will create a new video as soon as CBS provides us with more details. Can an animated Star Trek show work? Well, we had a cartoon show in the 70s. I rewatched it last summer and created a bunch of videos on them, and to be perfectly honest, they were much better than what I remembered. So yes, I definitely think that a Star Trek cartoon can work. Can a Star Trek comedy work? Well, we have the Orville, which basically is a comedic version of Star Trek. So yes, it definitely can work. But now the most important question. Can an animated Star Trek comedy work? And to be honest, I don't know. I would say it will all depend on the writers, but anything what Alex Kurtzman touches turns to crap, and the fact that he is one of the executive producers is what makes me pretty nervous. But if he stays away and lets some good writers to work on the scripts, well, I think it can not only be good, but it can be great, but as always, we have to wait and see. So that's all for today. I definitely plan to watch Calypso in 2 weeks. Just don't ask me how. And I will surely do a video about it, and I'll be brutally honest. And the Lower Decks show sounds really interesting too. So I hope I will be able to watch it somehow. In other words, if it gets released in my country somehow. But what do you think about it, especially about the comedy? I heard people saying very positive things, but also some very negative things. I would like to know what the people who will watch this video think about it too. So, thank you very much for watching and see you soon, hopefully tomorrow. Bye.